So this is the new Rails Europ Express TGV in HO scale. Long awaited. We know that they've made a massive effort to get it as accurate as possible, and you've got the lighting clusters there all nice and deep set, the windscreen wipers on the screen there, rear's cab detail and cab lighting. And then down to these roofing sections where all the boxes look like separate parts, including the air dams down the side. You've got the two pantographs, the 15 kV and 25 kV systems, and the aerodynamic shroud at the back, again looking like the real thing, lots of separate parts. The coaches have full interiors with lighting, and you can sort of just see that even the chairs are all individually painted in different colours. You've got some tables in there. It'll be easier on the digital version because I can have the lights fully on. But yeah, certainly there's a lot of detail there. Each motor head unit has a motor, so both ends of the train have motors, and there are electrical connections all the way through. There is a small parts bag that contains the little unit that plugs into the nose if you wanted to connect two TGVs together, and there are instructions on how to fit that. And there's some spare parts there as well, so some spare, if I come down here, it looks like these insulator blocks, there's some in the bag as well. So it's a long awaited set. I've only got it on a little short setup here just to quickly show it. Later in the film I'll show it running and everything, and have a quick look at the lights as much as I can on this version. I've set the analog setup on a slightly longer bit of track. It would be nice to have a full layout, but it's just not practicable in the shop at the moment. But we'll get an impression of what it can do. It has a motor at each end, and there are electronic connections all the way through the train. So both head cars are motorised. There's also interior lighting, which we'll turn the lights out to show. But I'm just going to ease the power up very slowly, just to see where the sort of biting point is. There we are, it's sort of coming in, and that's quite impressive given that it's two motors. So they have used beautiful motors and gearboxes for these. I'll just ramp it up a little bit more going in this direction. I haven't got much room, so I don't want to overdo it. REE have put out on their Facebook page a video of the train going at full chat, and it's very impressive, but you do need a very well constructed track base to do it. Yeah, that's as much as I dare do on my little bit of track. But it seems very sure-footed. The two motors work perfectly in harmony, and I think that's the most impressive thing, the fact that it can crawl with no gearbox sounds or no juddering is, you know, really good. My camera struggles a little bit in low light, so I apologise, but again it's just a quick look. Oh, wrong way, there we are. The main lights and cab lights come on very quickly. Just try and pick up the tail lights there. They're nice and deep inset like the real thing, and they come on at a very slow speed as well. And then the carriage lights will come up. So they come up at a reasonably low voltage, but you do need the main lights turned down to see them properly. At higher speeds they'll be more visible, but this is just, again, just a quick demonstration. But so when coupling and uncoupling the unit, you've got these connectors up here, so just be aware of those. They touch pads inside the next coach, and you've got this, let's turn it over, this slides up into the coach and connects, and then to disconnect you push that in and then pull it out. So again, power off, probably more appropriate for DCC to do it with the power off, and it just slides in. It will guide itself in and click. Give it a little squeeze to make sure the contacts touch. When it comes to disconnecting, just locate the button underneath, push up, and then it will slowly slide out. So it's pretty straightforward.